For anyone wondering what I did during Double Plat and what you should do for Double Plat, I'll show you. So we all know that chests are the biggest selling item on Double Plat, right? Well, there are certain situations where you want to not sell your chest for gold. Why? Well, sometimes you could trade them for items that are worth more. But why would you want to trade something that's high demand for something that's lower demand? Well, if you have a lot of chests, you should. Let me give you a little example here. I made a little Venn diagram of pretty popular items on my world at the moment. And we're going to write in how many people will be interested in them. So that's just a rough example. I guessed a little bit, but it's pretty accurate. But we know that chests are the most popular thing. But if we have, say, 1,000 chests or 2,000 chests like I do, would you really want to only sell chests? That means you only have this market right here if you're only selling chests. If you trade some of your chests off for different items, you can cater to more people, while still being able to sell chests at the same time. So if you can trade, say, one chest for one mount token and a mount token is worth more, do it. It's totally worth it. Because if you could trade items around, you can have everybody. No brainer, right? Well, let's move on to what I think of the economy right now. So, I wasn't sure how to explain it, so I drew it all out. This is my opinion of the Double Plat economy for Lug. Probably similar to other worlds, but with different prices. So I color-coded everything, and you got me, Plat buyers, and non-Plat buyers, symboled by not. I had 180 million, I think Plat buyers had 500 million, and non-Plat buyers had 100 million. Those are my guesses, and I think those are pretty accurate. Cash flow is the amount of gold being traded around at the moment, not being held or anything. Now on Double Plat, the first thing I do is I try and buy cheap chests. So I grab a bunch of chests from Plat buyers for cheap, and they get more gold, and they usually spend it, which contributes to the cash flow. Now I have chests, and the cash flow is higher, which means inflation's higher, so I could charge more for the chests. And I usually do, and I usually get away with it too. Then I just, grab all the chests and I sell them. And if the cash flow ever drops, I could buy more, which would increase the cash flow and increase the price of chests again. Now when I sell chests for 50 grand each, the money comes from the non-Plat buyers. And usually the non-Plat buyers are the ones that sell them for 40 grand each, which is slightly more than the Plat buyers because they bought them the merch or they just had them laying around. But even though I have opposing sales, I still want to buy them because I could make the price go up again, and I can also increase demand for me because there's no competition. I bought them out, I eliminated them. Now, outside of my control, Plat buyers and non-Plat buyers will buy each other's stuff. It happens. I can't really do anything about that. Now that we got the main part out of the way, there's things like elixirs that are traded like this too, but in smaller amounts. I just thought I'd do chests because that's the biggest thing. Now, rare items, I usually buy them from non-Plat buyers because they need the money, and I sell them to Plat buyers because they have the money. but sometimes they trade with each other, and that's obviously not good with me. Same thing with gear, except that I also sell them to non-plat buyers because they can usually afford them, unless it's expensive gear. No, I'm saying usually because, I am a non-plat still, but generally speaking. Now, all this cash flow stuff, right? Plat buyers are usually spenders. Non-plat buyers can be either. But me, I react differently to different situations on purpose. See, when I have gold, I want to get rid of it. I want to spend it. If I cause an inflation to drop. Because that means the price of everything else dropped, and I'm sitting there with a huge stack of cash and I can do it. No one else can really afford stuff, so perfect time. But when I don't have that much gold, well, the cash flow is usually high because I have a lot of gold and I released it once. Which means I can sell my stuff back to people for more. So I'm basically buying more with less and then selling less for more in an infinite cycle that really speeds up during double plat. And I'm just making money hand over hand, infinitely. So that's how I got so rich basically, because I've been doing that on and off since 2013. And I could just only come online during double plat, and I would make hundreds of millions over the years. It's a really crazy system, but it works. It really does. I'm proof of that. Because I make good money as just normal merchant, but double plat is the time to double your money, triple your money, whatever you want to do. As long as you have the determination and people buy enough plat, it can be done. So that's just my little lesson for everyone, especially if you're the main merchant on your world or you're looking to grow a little bit. Well, my secret's out, but I'm not really worried. I had fun with it while it lasted. Well, my little lecture's done, so I'll let you all see some of the purchases I made for double plat. And thank you for watching.